Good morning, everyone. Let's take a quick look at how the markets are shaping up today, from the US dollar index to crude oil, gold, and Australian dollar. So, here are the key moves you need to know. So, starting with the dollar index, the index extended its rally, climbing above 98.4 for a third straight session. The move comes as market digests the Fed Reserve's July meeting minutes, which revealed rare dissent. Two Fed governors favored a rate cut rather than holding steady, which is the first dual dissent since 1993. And attention now turns to Chairman Powell's speech at Jackson Hole, where investors will look for signals for policy direction. The markets are pricing in for 85% chance of a September rate cut and around 54 basis points of easing by the year end. And technically, the dollar index is testing the 21-day moving average at 98.58. A break above could open the way towards 99, while support sits at 98 and 97.63. Next, WTI crude oil. The oil steadied near $62.6 a barrel, recovering from earlier declines after the API reported a 2.4 million barrel draw in US inventories, which is stronger than the expectations. And this signaled healthy demand, though gains were kept by geopolitical developments. The market are closely watching potential Russia-Ukraine peace talks, which could ease sanctions and bring more supply online. At the same time, Chinese refiners continue to buy discounted Russian crude, offsetting the weaker demand from India. And technically, crude remains under pressure, trading below both the 21-day and 100-day moving average. And a sustained drop below 62 could pave the way towards 61.35 and 61, while the resistance is seen near 63.16. Turning to spot gold, the gold price is held above 33.45 per ounce after the Fed's minutes fueled the expectations for a September rate cut. The split between the Fed, with two members dissenting in favor of a cut, further supported the case for easing, adding the momentum to bullion. And from a technical standpoint, gold faces initial support at 33.27 and a deeper level near 33.11 and 3300. And on the upside, reclaiming the 33.43 to 33.48 zone would clear a path toward 33.74 and even 3400. The market focus now shifts to Powell's Jackson Hole remarks, which could determine whether gold extends higher or retreats back towards the recent lows. And last but not least, the Australian dollar. The Aussie dollar slipped below 0.6440, extending a 3-day decline as the US dollar strengthened broadly. And domestically, the sentiment was lifted after consumer confidence reached its highest in nearly 4 years, boosting by the RBA's latest rate cut. But still, the markets expect more easing ahead, with another cut likely in November. And technically, Australian dollar trades below its 20-day moving average at 0.6499, keeping the short-term bias tilted lower. Downside levels to watch include 0.6419 and 0.64 and 0.6372, while the resistance lies at 0.6482 and 0.65. So that's the latest on the US dollar, crude oil, gold, and Australian dollar. The focus now is firmly on Powell's upcoming speech at the Jackson Hole, which could also set the tone for global markets in the days ahead. So that's all for today update, and I will see you soon in the afternoon.